This is $26,577. Why am I lighting $26,000 on fire? Well, this ain't my money, silly. It's yours. That is, if you're thinking about selling your property the usual way, and by usual, I mean horrifically terrible for your bank account. You see, there's usually two ways to sell your property, and both are going to cost you a boatload of fees, almost $9,000 when selling yourself, and $26,000 with an agent like this guy. Dear Lord, they should at least take you out to dinner first before they, Why do you need a middleman taking a piece of your pie in the first place? You can always sell the property yourself, but it's complicated and stressful. You got to take pictures, listen on a bunch of websites, price it right, take the calls, show the house, and weed out unqualified buyers. Hey you, get out of here! Time wasters. Where was I? Oh yeah, and you got to find and fill out the right contracts and disclosures. Ain't nobody got time for that. And then there's the stuff you'll have to do no matter how you're selling, like cleaning your property before every showing, or inspectors nitpicking your home, awkward renegotiations over inspections and appraisals, and the buyer wanting you to make repairs. I've literally had brand new houses picked apart by overzealous inspectors.
Oh, I found a mold infestation.
That's blue cheese.
It takes at least a few weeks to get an offer, then at least 45 days for your buyer's lender to close. So you're looking at 2 months to sell, and that's the best case scenario. And at any part in the process is a potential landmine where you can lose your buyer and have to start the process all over again. Traditional methods of selling just plain suck. You spend most of your time hoping and praying that things don't fall apart.
Well, that's the way it's always been done. Bless your heart.
We here at PropDaddy.com say it doesn't have to be that way. PropDaddy will contract to buy your property as is in the next 24 hours, guaranteed. And for a price that'll put $26,000 more in your pocket than selling through an agent, because there's no fees or commissions with us. All without the usual hassles, because our entire selling process takes just 52 minutes from start to finish. Here's how it all works. 2 minutes to schedule a call with us, 20 minutes on a no-pressure phone call, finding out about your property, what's important to you about the sale, and putting our heads together to come up with price and terms that work for both of us. And then you'll pick your exact closing date, in as little as 3 days or 6 months out, whatever works for you. We'll put it all down in writing and digitally sign it, and by the end of the call, you'll have your property under contract.
And instead of dozens of pages of contracts, ours is one simple page and easy to understand language.
Then about 20 minutes for a non-invasive property inspection. Then 10 minutes on closing day where we'll send a mobile notary to you to sign just 9 documents. And that's it. Property sold in just 52 minutes. That's like one episode of The Bachelor. Not that I watch a show like that much. I never get a rose. Yes, PropDaddy is a real service, and yes, it really can be that simple. Now, by this point, you might be thinking,
There's a catch.
there is. There are 2 conditions to the guarantee. You must be willing to accept a fair price for your property based on actual sales data and not emotion. This doesn't mean that we're going to lowball you. It means that we can overpay. And number 2, you must understand the law of price and terms. For example, if you're asking prices at the top of the market, you must be flexible on terms. There are 2 proven laws of the universe we live in. Drop toast will always land butter side down.
Yep.
And if the seller gets their price, the buyer gets their terms. And that's it. PropDaddy buys any kind of property, residential or commercial, in any price range. And we buy in all 50 states. We even buy land or large packages of properties. PropDaddy can even buy if your property needs a lot of repairs or doesn't have a lot of equity. When we buy your property, there's no showings, no appraisals, no loans to fall through, and no BS. That means that you can make your after-sale plans with certainty, all the good without any of the bad. I'm not saying we're the best at what we do because my mama told me not to brag, but I'm not saying we're not either. So if you or someone you know wants to sell your property and save a bunch of time and stress and keep that $26,000 in your pocket instead of his, click below to schedule a short call with us now. I've made some big promises here, so you might think I'm full of shit. I get it. As old Abe says, you can't believe everything you see on the internet. Smart guy. But our record speaks for itself. Over the past 17 years, we bought hundreds and hundreds of properties and saved folks like you over $7 million in fees and commissions, which makes us one of the largest home buyers in the country.
Here's some of the deeds to those properties that we bought, which are also available on our website. Also, we literally wrote the book on how to sell your property. So there's that. Who's your daddy? PropDaddy, that's who. If it's even half as easy to sell your property to us as we say, isn't that still a lot better than doing everything yourself or dealing with this guy? So stop worrying about how you're going to sell your property and start worrying about what you're going to do with all that money I'm saving you. If you're not selling your property, but you know someone that is, go ahead and share this video with them, and if we buy their property, we'll send you a gift certificate for 2 to your favorite restaurant. What are you still doing here? Click that link. All right, I didn't want to have to do this, but every second you wait, another one gets it. Come on now, go on, get.
PropDaddy.com